What do we know about the slopes of parallel lines? Discussing the equations of parallel lines in geometry here. So the slopes of parallel lines, a couple things. One, they are equal. Since slope is actually the average rate of change, if you have two parallel lines, they have to be going at that same rate. Otherwise, they would eventually intersect. And then as a tidbit to add to that, we know that all vertical lines, since they do have an undefined slope, are parallel. We would not have a number to see that it is equal to another number, so we can specifically state that all vertical lines are parallel. So using that information, we're going to write the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that would be parallel to this given line that passes through the point 4, -3. So our original given equation of the line is y equals 1/4 x plus 2. The important part to note about that equation is that the slope of our given line here is 1/4. And since we want our new line to be parallel to that, that would mean that our new slope also has to be 1/4. So if we work using the y equals mx plus b, which is our slope-intercept form, and we plug in what we know. So the first step, I know that y equals 1/4 x plus b. And then I would substitute the point that I know this line goes through, which is 4, -3, making sure that I put the appropriate value in for the appropriate variable. So the x value is 4, and the y value is -3. It is easy to get those two mixed up because we tend to work left to right as we read, just filling in the numbers as we go. So do double check that you have put them in for the correct variable. And solving this, we have -3 on the left, 1/4 times 4 is 1, and we still have our b value that we are solving for. And then I would subtract 1 from both sides, giving me a value for b of -4. And then my final answer, which is an equation, would be y equals, again, my slope is 1/4 x, and then since my b value was -4, I can write it as -4 or plus -4. And if I graph those two equations, I would see that they are indeed parallel with different y-intercepts, so they are two distinct lines.